dropped smoothie, icy, all over my shoes. God damn.
What's up everybody, whydavis here, back with another review. So I'm showing you guys how to clean your shoes. Alright guys, so these shoes I have been wanting to wear for a very long time, and I finally recently just worn both of them, and I've been wearing one a lot more than the other, but I want to show you guys how I clean my shoes. Now before I get into this video, I'm not a chemist, a scientist. This is what works for me. This is what I do. So try all this stuff at your own risk. With that being said, this is what I do once again. So back when I was younger, in order for me to get a new pair of shoes, they would have to be like dogged out and looking all crazy. And I probably got 1 to 2 pair of shoes a year, if that. And the best thing that I did with my shoes was take care of them as much as possible. I'm talking about as soon as I got home, clean them off. Don't get me wrong, some days I did forget to do it, and I feel like I probably would have saved the shoe a lot longer if I would have did it the same night as soon as I got home. But what I did with these shoes is I let them sit for a few days, and then I cleaned them so you guys can see what happens, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys don't do this method, and I wanted to kind of have something similar to that process. This is what works best for me, in my opinion. Now I use a rag and soap. Try to get something that's natural, but I use Dove soap unscented most of the time. And I've been doing this for over 20 years, and this is how I've been cleaning my shoes and keeping them looking fresh and new at all times. Now with that being said, you guys can use my code CreaseBeast and save yourself $5 off CreaseBeast protection. But before I was using CreaseBeast protection, I was using plastic shields in my shoes, and I was doing other things to keep the top of the toe box nice and fresh, like you guys see. Now I have wore these shoes that you guys see right here, and you guys see that these do not look like they've been worn. If you guys look from the top of the toe box down the shoe right here. Now when I wore these to the Drake concert, I didn't wear shields inside of them because I know I wasn't going to be doing too much walking, but I did go up half a size. I didn't go true to size. So anyone that says if you go up half a size and the shoe is going to be too big, you're going to get more creases and whatnot, as you guys can see, that is not true. You guys can also see the rubber band mark still on the toe box right there. That happens if you keep your rubber bands on your shoe, so I suggest you guys to take them off. But the way I walk is outwards. But if you guys don't want to spend the money to get CreaseBeast protection, you guys can just try walking outwards with your feet outwards. That's probably the best way to do it without wearing crease protection. And that's what I did at the Drake show. And I normally walk like that now because I've been doing it for so many years. It's just natural to me, but it may take a little bit of practice. All right, guys, so the walk is pretty easy. I know this may look crazy, but normally this is how someone would walk, straight up. And that's how they get the crease in their shoe, because when you walk this way, you pick up and bend there. When you walk this way, you pick up and you bend there. All right, but 9 times out of 10 when I walk, my feet are more so positioned outward, and when I'm walking like this. All right, now it may take a little bit of time to get used to, but as you guys see, when I walk outward like that and I have to step and pick up my foot, it doesn't have that crease action because of the way I'm moving my foot. But it's pretty easy. It may take some practice, but it's natural to me now. I already cleaned these off, but I will be showing you guys videos of what they look like dirty and how I keep them looking fresh, just like you guys see here. And I also dropped some slushy on this. You've probably seen this in some of my recent videos where I showed you guys some clips of me telling you guys I was going to be reviewing this shoe. And this is what the shoe looks like right now, guys. All right, so it still looks pretty brand new in my opinion. I would give it a 9 out of 10. All right, but let's get into the video, guys. I'm not going to hold you guys up, and all of this stuff that I'm going to show you guys probably costs about less than $10. So let's get into it. Except the blow dryer though, that may cost you a little bit of money, but technically it's not mine, it's my shorty's. But let's get into it. My bathroom right now, I'm going to clean off the lobsters that I wore to the Drake concert, and as you guys can see, this is what they look like. Now you guys always may be wondering, like, how does this guy keep his shoes so looking fresh and so clean? As you guys can see right here, these shoes don't have any creases in them on the top of the toe box. And honestly, I didn't even wear the crease protectors that I normally wear in them, the CreaseBeast protection. I just tried to wear it without it. Now I do kind of walk funny sometimes. I will say, like, I walk, I guess, with my feet outwards. But as you guys can see, these things have no creases in them whatsoever. And this is the bottom of the shoe. So I'm going to clean this up for you guys, and I'm going to show you guys why, I clean my shoes next day or next morning after right here. All right. Okay, y'all, now I have a bar of soap just for my shoes, guys, just for my shoes, and it's a Dove soap. As you guys see, I'm about to break out another one. The haters out there that think I'm using, the last piece of soap that I have, I shop at Costco's, all right? So Got a big bar right here that's still unopened, and I still got a few in this pack. All right. So just for anybody trying to talk some BS out there, but as you guys can see right here, I have a Dove soap just for my shoes. Okay, just so you guys know. Now, with that being said, I've been doing this for like 20 years, man. No cap. You know, I just get a rag, hit the water on the rag, get it a little sudsy on a little piece, not that much. You don't need to put it on the whole rag. All right, set it to the side, wet it. See how much is on there? It's not that much, all right? Not that much at all. Squeeze it out. All right. Make sure you squeeze it out real good. All right, now to protect your shoes from getting wet, and you know, these are suede on some parts of the shoe, so you want to make sure your hands are dry, right? Now I put my hand inside the shoe so I'm not messing up, you know, none of the suede, and I just start going to town on the wiping. All right, and I do this as soon as I come home, guys, like as soon as I come home. All right, and I just start wiping, and I showed you guys the before, and I'm gonna show you guys the after right here. And this is why it's important to do this exactly when you get home, because you don't want these stains to be sitting on your shoe, you know what I mean, and start to age, and then that's how your shoes start to get yellow. But not in this case because it is a color bottom. But I'm gonna just show you guys how to just wipe these off. Now it may be a little bit tedious to do this, you know what I mean, but I'm telling you guys, it does the trick every time, every single time. All right, now as you guys see, I've been wiping for about 30 minutes, kind of hard, putting a little elbow grease into it. And look at the bottom now, guys. It looks brand spanking new. All right, brand spanking new. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna do it a little bit more so you guys can see, because I have a little bit more dirt on here. But now I have free conscience of mind. Like I cleaned off my shoes. They still look brand new. Cool, I'm good, you know what I mean? And that's how I used to do this back in the day. And I still have this ritual to today, as you guys can see right here. All right. So that's what I would do. And now look at it. It looks brand spanking new again, guys. Boom. Look at the bottom right there. Crazy. All right. Look at the top. Don't have no creases in it. All right. One more time. I'm going to show you guys what it looks like before. And I'm going to keep the camera on so you guys can see me clean it. And I just start going to town again on it. Just start wiping as hard as I can. See how I keep my hands on the outside of the sole so I don't mess up the material on the shoe, because this is the hardest part of the shoe, and I don't want to mess up the material, so I keep my hands on the midsole while I'm cleaning the shoe so I don't mess it up. All right. And this is how it's done. Now you can use, you know, sneaker products and a sneaker brush and all that stuff, but this is the best way to do it in my opinion. I mean, if I had, you know, money to buy a sneaker cleaner and trusted the products in it and knew it wasn't going to hurt the shoe, I would use it. Don't get me wrong, I had to buy add-ons and stuff. So I do have sneaker cleaner and stuff in my house, and I do use the microfiber towel from those sometimes to like clean my shoe, like to help it dry. Like for example, I have one right here. I don't know where I got this from, but I think I got it from the dollar store. But I've been using this to like dry it down so it doesn't have lint on it and things like that after I'm done. But this is what it looks like now, guys. I'm gonna show you guys once again the bottom of the shoe here, brand spanking new. All right, and that's how you clean your shoes, guys. Soap, water, and a rag. Probably cost you a couple dollars, I don't know. But there we go, baby. Brand spanking new. All right, guys, so here's the Travis Scott shoes I was just telling you guys about, and I've been wearing these a lot lately. I still haven't cleaned them yet since I dropped the slushy on them. As you guys can see, the spot is still there, right there, and I have all my dog hair on it. Spot right there, dog hair inside the shoe, and the bottom. This is what they look like. All right, still haven't wiped them down, still haven't did anything to them yet, and I'm gonna do that in front of you guys right now. Now you guys may be asking, why do I have the Clorox wipes right here? And that's because when I'm done cleaning the shoes off, I want to make sure there's still no germs and things like that. I don't like wearing shoes in my house that's not brand new, and I don't take them past my entrance of the door. So with that being said, you know, I have to Clorox wipe the bottom of these shoes. So I now clean them, and I'm gonna Clorox, you know, the top of this counter when I'm done with it. But let's get into these shoes, guys. So this is the shoe right here. Same thing, same method. This rag is still pretty wet. I'm gonna use the same rag that I've been using on the orange sloppers. I'm not gonna add more soap to this, but I'm gonna show you guys again what they look like before and after. Now, since this shoe does have suede on it, you can't put that much water on it because it will start to, fade out and change the color on the shoe. But let's get into it. All right, so I'm gonna rub the bottom right here. And I've been wearing these a lot, guys. I've been wearing them ever since I spilled that slushy on them. It's just like, once you get that first scuff on a shoe or that first mark, it's like, well, oh well, it's over. You know what I mean? But I love this shoe and I got to keep it clean. But I've been experimenting with this and trying to wear it and not clean it and show you guys to see if it still works. Maybe not work as best as it would, next day. But I've been hinting that I was going to show you guys this video, and now I'm doing it. So clean it off real quick. It doesn't even take long. You see, guys, it takes probably 30 seconds to do this. And I know sometimes when you get home out of the club and whatnot, you don't want to do this, but you have to do it. You know what I mean? If you don't want to have your shoes looking crusty, you know what I mean? You got to do this. All right. It takes 30 seconds, and I'm telling you, you'll thank yourself in the long run. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, man. All right. So this is what the shoe looks like now. And I pretty much cleaned it off and it looks brand new. All right. Not saying that this is a black shoe, it is a lot easier to clean a black shoe. But let's start cleaning off the sides and things like that. So like I said, you can't have it that wet because you don't want to mess up the material, like when it will dry and things like that. But I'm gonna do my best here. All right. Do my best. See how I'm just like pricking it, just like tapping. I'm not really trying to put too much water on there. All right, as you guys can see from the deep breathing. I don't want to mess these bad boys up, man, but gotta clean them. All right. Now I'm sure there is better ways to do this, but I'm trying to show you guys what I've been doing for the past 20 years. All right. Now I'm gonna come back to this shoe. Hopefully it dries and we don't have those stains on it anymore. But I'm gonna go to this shoe now and just clean it off. All right, same thing. I'm not gonna re-wet the rag. I'm not gonna put more soap on it. It's good enough. Okay. I just want to show you guys this whole process because I don't want you guys to think I'll be BSing when I'm talking to you guys about this stuff. I try to keep it as real as possible with you guys in all my content. So you don't want to stop now. All right. Like I said, hold the midsole so you won't mess up the materials on the shoe, because if you're holding here, you can put creases in them. Your hands can be wet. It can mess up the material and leave stains. So always hold the top of the midsole and keep it on your stomach. You know what I mean? Hold it sturdy. Just in case you guys missed that in the orange lobster video. But all right, done. There we go. Clean. Now I have this mark right here. Hopefully it dries out when I'm done. And I have that little spot that you guys see right there. Hopefully it comes out, man. Hopefully. With spots, I like to leave it on there a little longer and just wipe it a little bit, just so it can try to absorb whatever was there, kind of like a vacuum, but you don't want to put too much on there, I got a little spot right here too. Now this shoe has been sitting for a few weeks, so I'm not sure, if it's gonna be stained or whatnot. But hopefully, you see some better results. All right. But that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys how I clean my shoes, have them staying looking brand new. And I'm gonna come back to you guys when these do dry off and show you the results. All right, guys, now this step may be a little bit extra, but I do have a blow dryer right here. And just in case you guys are on the run and forgot to clean your shoes the night before and you're trying to clean them and go out immediately, you can blow dry them to dry faster. Now, I would say put the settings on probably low to high, but I ain't gonna tell no lie, I put it on high because I may be in a rush. All right, now we're about to get into it. Okay, just so you guys see, it's still wet. It's still wet right there. All right, and I just go back and forth over it real fast. All right, you don't want to keep it in one spot. You don't want to damage the shoe. So just go back and forth over it real fast. And depending on how wet it is, it can take some time.
You know what I mean? But as you guys can see, it's starting to go away real quick. Alright, it's pretty much dry already.
All right, guys, now that's a little bit of a bonus right here. This is how you clean the inside of your shoes, and another way to clean your hats. And I've been doing this since I was like 8 years old, guys. So, you know, this is something I've been doing for a long time, and I didn't know what to do to clean my hats and what to do to clean my shoes back then. So I didn't know, you know, how to take lint off my shoes and things like that before I got this item from Amazon for about 10 bucks, I want to say. And I use this to like take the lint balls off my socks and things like that, and the dog hair. But as you guys see here, I have dog hair on my hat, my shoes, and I'm gonna show you guys how to do that the cheap way. And I do it with this tape right here. I get this tape from the dollar store. Dollar Tree is probably one of my favorite stores ever. And then I just put the tape like this, just wrap it behind each other so they stick on both sides. And then I just start going to town on the hat. All right, and then as you guys can see, it just starts coming off. Real easy. You know what I mean? And you just do it over and over and over. All right, and then you're left with all that, but your hat looks brand new. And you know, I wear my hats to death until I can't wear them no more. And that's what I do. And we do the same thing on the inside of the shoe here. As you guys see, all the dog hair. And it's not like I wore these shoes one time, guys. You see how the sticker is starting to fade? And I'm about to just go to town on it, guys. I just take it, and all of it starts to disappear. All right. Now, if you don't want to do this the cheap way, like I do, as you guys can see, it's still coming off. You guys can use this bad boy right here, and you can put batteries in it, or, you know, plug it up. Just turn it on, and it just goes to town. Now, this is mainly for lint balls. You know, it won't really pick up the dog hair, but I do it anyway. And then I just use the tape afterwards, and I just do both. Now, if you guys like this method, let me know in the comments box below. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, show your boy some love, and stay tuned.